Yo, what up, man? So, I'm actually headed home. I just dropped off my last load of the week. It's Thursday. I have somewhere to be tomorrow, Friday, so I have home time. But, I just wanted to make this video and, to do some comparisons and to do like, it's basically a pros and cons video. A comparison between and differential rate of the I just left Waffle House, so I'm checking this truck, make sure ain't nobody sabotage it while I was gone. It's right over there, parked at a Lowe's. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, the pros and cons of doing this dedicated account at Maverick that I'm on versus the RMW account, which is the regional Midwest account. The numbers, I'll upload some checks that I have and show y'all, but basically the regional Midwest account, it pays a lot more. I don't say a lot, but it pays, $200 or $300 more per week than this dedicated account that I'm on. This dedicated account, it pays, slightly less. I was making more on the regional Midwest, but if you watch my previous videos, the reason that I left the regional Midwest is because the uncertainty and the mystery and lows we would get. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of getting stuck out in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of, just a lot of uncertainty. The pay was well. I was getting paid $1,300 to $1,400 a week. But if I stayed out on Saturdays, like if I stayed out on the weekends, I would get paid anywhere from $1,500 to $1,600 that week, maybe more, $1,700. I think $1,800 was my highest check, and that was on the regional Midwest account. With this account, this dedicated account, I think my highest check was $1,250 or $1,300. But other than that, all I've been seeing weekly is anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200, a week. And this dedicated account, I would say it's more for people that want to stay, near home. If you have family issues or if you have, babies on the way, for those type of reasons. It's one of the reasons why I'm on this account. And, the regional Midwest is for those, that don't mind being away from home, being out for long periods of time. There is more money in it, but the uncertainty of when you're getting home, and you're gonna get paid, but the uncertainty of when you're gonna get home, and where you're going next, it's always a mystery. So, but it's disconnected. But yeah, man. So I don't plan on being at Maverick once my year is up. I plan on leaving Maverick, going to do car hauling. I've already been looking at and researching on companies. I found one in particular that I want to go to. They make $2,000 a week. And it's regional Midwest. I'm not gonna say Midwest, it's regional. They're based out of Texas. So stay tuned for that. And I want to take 4 more months. In April will mark my year. I think April 6th, it'll be my year with Maverick, so I'll be able to, more freedom, explore more opportunities, more money, because getting paid is $1,200, $1,300 a week is, I know I can make more money out here, but this was my plan in the beginning to, get my feet wet, learn a lot, grow a lot, and, you know, explore other opportunities while in the process of learning how to truck drive over the road, you know, how to do flatbedding, you know, how to secure loads, tarp loads. And at month 6 or 7 doing this, I can honestly say that I've grown out of flatbedding. I know how to secure and tarp loads. My tarp jobs are not the best, but, you know, they're tarps. They arrive on time and fully loaded and secured to its customer. So I could say I've grown out of flatbedding. I have really no interest in doing it anymore, but because I feel like I've hit my ceiling as far as financial gains here at Maverick. Of course, over time, if you plan on staying with Maverick, the money gets better, but that's because you're here for so long, and even that takes time. But, you know, as a regional Midwest driver, you're getting anywhere from $1,400 to, I'm gonna say, $1,800 a week. That's if you're not a trainer, or if you haven't been here longer than 2, 3, 4, 5 years, like most of the experienced drivers. But yeah, man, those are some of the pros and cons of doing this dedicated account. The dedicated account, you're home, you have more home time. They'll typically, like, say I live in Memphis, Tennessee, they'll sometimes give me a load from Blytheville, Arkansas to Alabama, or somewhere near the Atlanta, Georgia area. I'm going past home to go to those places. Or, like, let's say they give me a load that I just delivered from Blytheville, Arkansas to Van Buren, Arkansas, or Fort Smith. You know, you're 3-4 hours away from home. But the other loads, like in Kansas, Kentucky, very rarely Ohio, you'll get those type of loads that are the Ohio run. I think was an 8-hour drive, 8 or 9. Usually the load that I get the most is the Chicago runs. Those are typically 5 to 6 hour drives. So I know them off the top of my head. You know, the Kansas run, that was 7-hour drive. The Texas runs are 6.5. It's about the same as Chicago, about 6.5 hour drive. Then you got the Indiana, Kentucky runs, about the same, 7-hour drives. So, you know, I never really burn out my drive clock. I always have time left on my 70-hour clock, you know, to make it home. By the end of the week, I always have at least 11-20 hours left on that clock. So you're never really running out of time. You don't have to worry about that. Lately, I've been waking up later in the day, like 6-7 a.m. You know, I could still wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. My fleet manager always asks me, what time do I want to pick up in the morning? I'll tell her 4:30, 5 a.m. I will go to Nucor around that time. And picking up at these Nucors, they told me that I'm never late, you know, for picking up, even though my fleet manager would schedule it for 4:30 or 5 a.m. or from 5:30 to 6 a.m. You're never late. Your load will just be waiting on you, you know, so you can still come in any time. That's what I was told by one of the Nucor employees. But yeah, man, there's perks, pros to this dedicated account. You know, you're always near the house. Basically, just break it down. The RMW Regional Midwest, there's a lot of uncertainty in that. It's one big question mark, one big mystery. After you deliver your load, you never know where you're gonna go next. Even if you're in an area that you've been to before. Like, for example, say like I deliver in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I go from North Carolina to Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's places that I've delivered to in Tulsa, you know, that I know I can pick up or that I've picked up at before. But they'll shoot you somewhere from Tulsa to, like, let's say Dallas you know, and you just delivered that load at 10 a.m., you're gonna hit Dallas traffic. You're gonna be stuck in Dallas for the night, you know, depending on the line at the customer and all that. So, you know, it's pros and cons, but you'll, you know, be making more than what I'm making doing this dedicated account stuff. So, you know, I just want to give y'all some clarity and understanding in the pros and cons of doing the dedicated account and the regional Midwest account. You know, yeah, man, like, subscribe, comment, share. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'm about to head home for the weekend, mess around with this TikTok, you know, start uploading on there more. I'll probably upload this video today. No, tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I try to upload every other day because y'all get a thing. I'm doing this dedicated account. I pick up out of Blytheville, say like delivered to Chicago the next day, then deadhead empty all the way back to Blytheville to pick up another coil. Sometimes nothing really happens over the road. It's boring drives. I'm listening or watching podcasts, on the phone with somebody, or listening to music. Nothing really happens over the road, so I don't really record, you know, my drive unless, you know, it's a traffic jam, truck or trailer flipped over into the ditch or something like that. You know, I try to give y'all the exciting, entertaining content. Nobody wants to see trees and, you know, open road in all these videos. So yeah, man, like, subscribe, comment, share, get me into that YouTube algorithm, man. I'm trying to grow. I'm a patient person. I know this YouTube process takes a long time, but I'm trying to grow and grow it out. You know, TikTok is an overnight thing. I know I can and will blow up on there once I get the hang of everything. But yeah, man, I'm out.